So then I get out the car and I go to the front, right? And then he gets out the car. Y'all, he was like up to here to me, to my shoulders. I'm 5'6". How are you telling me you're 5'11" and you're way shorter than me, bro?
Welcome back to another episode of Clocked Out Conversations. I'm your host, Fahim, and today we got some more TikTok content. This is a story time about this woman who got catfished. I'm not here to waste your time. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, and let's get into it.
Okay, y'all, so I've been meaning to tell y'all this like quick ass story time. I came across like a few videos where some girls talk about like a really bad experience they had on a date. So granted, this shit was years ago, back in high school, and my Instagram was always public. So this guy, he follows me, and I believe his shit was private, but I could see his profile photo, and I was like, okay, he's kind of cute, so I like requested to follow him. Then he ends up messaging me. I don't know if there was fucking DM back then or whatever, but he got a hold of me that he asked for my number, and I gave it to him, right? So then we get to texting with you, and then bro, he ends up FaceTiming me, right? And then I was like, damn, he's cute. But I'm like, from his profile photos, I'm like, he looked fucking short. So I was like, bro, I was like, why is all the fine men like short as fuck, right? So I'm a tall bitch. I'm 5'6", okay? And anyway, so he ends up FaceTiming me. We're on the call, whatever. And then, little flirty. And then I was like, hey, okay. I was like, I'm gonna just be straight up. I was like, how tall are you? I was like, because I'm a pretty tall girl. I'm 5'6". And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, you look pretty short in your photos. He was like, nah, a lot of people say that, but I'm 5'11". And I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, damn. I was like, okay, he's kind of cute, whatever. And he's tall. I was like, as long as he's taller than me, like, I don't care. So then we end up texting, and then he's over here saying how, we should link up, blah, blah, blah. And then I was just like, okay. And then I remember texting my bestie, and I was like, bro, I'm meeting up with this guy. He's telling me he's 5'11". I was like, he's cute. But I'm like, bro, if it does not go good, like, please I'm gonna text you, and please fucking call me and tell me that you need me to go pick you up. I don't give a fuck, bitch, us girls, we know. And I'm pretty sure the guys do the same shit with us. So I told her to call me or text me and say that I needed to go get her because X, Y, and Z, right? Just make some shit up so I could leave. So he fucking tells me, like, he pulls up, right? Like, I give him my address, he pulls up, and bro, he obviously didn't get off to open the door. That should already been a red flag, number 1. 2, I get in the fucking car, and he looks so fucking short. Like, bro, like, him just sitting in his seat, he looked so tiny. I was like, there is no fucking way. So then his hands in the steering wheel looked so tiny, like some tiny ass little hands. I was like, oh my god. I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? And so I got in the car, and I should have just left, bro. I know, I should have just left, but I stayed. And then he like drove around, and like we parked in this little area, and then we were just talking, and then I kind of had like my foot like not crisscross in his seat, but like one of my foot was up, if that makes sense. Then we were just kind of talking, and he kept trying to grab my hand, bro, and I was so embarrassed. Like, I did not want him to grab my hand. I was like, you have a baby ass hand, bro. Like, I'm a big bitch. I'm 5'6", bro. And so he sees my shoes. I was wearing some Converse. I wear a size 8 in women, okay? And I think that's a normal size. I feel like women's size, regular size, it's like 7 foot. I mean, I can't even talk. It's size 7. I wear a size 8, okay? I'm pretty tall. So he's like, damn. He's like, you kind of have a big foot. And then he started laughing, and I was like, bitch, I know you're not fucking getting on my ass. Then I text my bestie, and I was like, bro, can you, like, send that, call me, whatever. And so she ends up calling me, and then I was like, damn. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I think she told me like she needed me to pick her up because her car, like, her tire popped or something. So then she told me like, hey, can you like come get me? And I was like, yeah. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to leave. And then he was like, damn, like, we really haven't like spent that much time together, like, for real, can I go with you? Like, when am I gonna see you again? I was just like, bro, do you not get it that I'm not trying to be with you? And so I'm like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I was like, can you just please drop me off? Like, I really have to go. Like, it's my best friend. Like, she needs my help. And then he was like, okay. So then he drives, and then, like, he drives way back to where I'm at, drops me off. And then I was like, oh, okay. He's like, well, damn. Like, he grabs my hand, and I was like, no, bro, I did not want you to grab my hand. And he's like, so, like, when am I gonna see you again? And I was like, I don't know, but, like, I'll definitely text you, and, like, I'll let you know. And so I get off, and he's like, well, can I at least get a hug? And so, like, I kind of give him a side hug, like, reaching over. And then he was like, nah, like, I want a real hug. And then I was like, oh my God. So then I get out the car and I go through the front, right? And then he gets out the car. Y'all, he was like up to here to me, to my shoulders. I'm 5'6". How are you telling me you're 5'11" and you're way shorter than me, bro? You're probably like 5'2", 5'3". Y'all, I was so shook. And the fact that he wasn't even embarrassed, I was just like, I was embarrassed enough for the both of us and everyone else. Like, bro, what the fuck? Yeah, and then on top of that, he was wearing that brand called like Kappa, whatever. He was wearing some slides, and they had like this much of a platform on them. Yep. Bro, as soon as I got to my bestie's house, I told her what's up. We were all cracking up. Her mama was cracking up. And he texted me like, when am I going to see you? You were so beautiful. Bro, never in my life have I ever been catfished like that. But yeah, never talk to him ever again. I don't know where he's out there. If you even come across this video, you're a liar.
So, what do you think about this story time? Buddy knew he ain't had no business lying to this girl. You can't lie about your height, man. There's no reason to lie about your height. It's gonna be exposed. Wear that with your chest. Like, there's nothing else to say. Like, what you told her you 5'11", and as soon as she saw you, she can tell you're not 5'11". Like, own it, bro. It's not like you could walk outside and just change your height magically. You gonna lie to her? What, she gonna think that yo 5'6" self? She said you were shorter than her, so your 5'4" self. She gonna mistake that for being 5'11" because you said it. Like, bro, that don't make any sense. But what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me that he shouldn't have been lying in the first place, and she really should have left the date as soon as she saw that? Or do you guys think that she should have gave him a chance because height isn't everything and it's about personality or something? Thank you for tuning into this Clocked Out conversation. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.